now walks where peace once stood, and leader says, we've done all we could.
Out of school children, millions of thoughts, a future fading, dream distraught, yet ministers be mansion tall, why knowledge crumbles, doomed to fall.
Brothers divided, tribes at war, bigotry knocking on every door, religions twisted, age runs free, yet we claim we are one in unity.
Who caused us so? Who set this fire? Who led us down this road of mine? Before the white men, we were free. They broke our back, stole lands and sea.
True, they came with chains and greed, practiced the poison, stole the seeds. Yet years have passed, the chains are gone. Why do we still let them lead us on?
They build the walls, they build the line, turn kings to beggar with silver sign. Have they not come? Have they been war? Perhaps we will still have kept control.
Yes, they broke us, left a scar, but must we now still blame them for? If we must know where it began, let's watch the time and see firsthand.
I wish we could, to see, to learn, to watch the past, and then return.
If only, if only, if only.
Where are we? This isn't home. The air is strange. The ground feels old.
Wait! The streets, the people, see, their homes, their tongues, their dignities. No cars, no guns, no foreigners. Is this the past? Could this be so?
Our wish was granted. Time reversed. Now we can see what came first. The kingdom stands so firm, so strong. A land went up to sing the song. The elders rule, the people trade. No foreign hands, no deals with slave.
The scholars write, the warriors guard. Our gold is ours, our rule is ours. The land was ours to all until we thrived on courage, strength, and will.
See how they smile. White hands exchange. Our freedom lost for foreign exchange.
And see our own, how quick they turn, selling their brothers just to earn. The white man ruled but not alone. Our own betrayed us for a throne.
Freedom at last. We claim our land. No master chain, no foreign hand.
But leaders fought, their greed took hold. Our joy was brief, the dreams grew cold. We will end corruption, they boldly say. Yet in their pockets, the bribes still stay. They jailed the thieves, then took their place, and ruled with iron, none to face.
Obasanjo, a soldier bold, yet wise to know that guns and chains must lose their glow. He paved the way for both to speak, for tyrants all to grow so weak.
He raised the flag, returned the voice, gave back to the people their own choice. debt relief, economy strong. Banking reform, it moved us on. It moved us on. A great president.
President Obasanjo. The past is heavy. That much is true. But must we change the things we do? If we remain in history chain, then all we have lost was lost in vain.
No more excuses. No more blames. The future must not be the same. For yesterday's future is here today. And what comes next is ours to lay.
The youth are not the leaders of tomorrow.
They are the leaders of today. Tomorrow starts now.
Technology, health, and schools to build a nation's strength in mind fulfilled.
No more greed. No more selfish way. The future must not be the same. A future shaped without the stain. We rise today. Our hands in place. To shape tomorrow. It starts today. Thank you.
Many thanks indeed for that exciting drama. As I said, we'll take a couple of Google messages from the platform here.
I am the Niger Delta folded into one. Let us acknowledge the elephant in the room. Reviewing the book I published might be seen as a conflict of interest, but perhaps in the spirit of the book itself, which calls for an honest reckoning with Nigeria's past and future, I shall lead into this conflict with the same candor that the author employs. This is not a degree born of commercial interest, but one of engagement, of disclosure, of discourse, of a desire to unpack what this book has to offer, and why and where it might falter. Now, the book itself is titled Nigeria Past and Future, Contemplations on Nigeria's History and Vision for Tomorrow. It is structured into 20 chapters framed by a preface titled With the Benefit of Hindsight and a postscript titled Begin Again. President Obasanjo organizes his reflections into distinct themes, each chapter dedicated to a different segment of Nigerian society that has shaped, for better or worse, the country's trajectory. This methodical approach ensures that no major player in Nigeria's political and socio-economic landscape escapes unscathed. Now, we've talked about the preface. The book concludes with Begin Again, a postscript that is a call to action that summarizes President Obasanjo's key arguments. Here, he emphasizes that while Nigeria's past is filled with missteps, its future remains unwritten. He ends with a reflection that feels almost personal. I have done what I can. The question now is, will Nigeria do what it must? This structure, historical analysis, institutional critique, economic evaluation, and proposals for the future make assessments. The preface, fittingly titled With the Benefit of Hindsight, sets the tone for what follows. A mix of reminiscence, regret, and relentless optimism. There's an almost confessional quality to the writing, a sense that President Obasanjo is speaking not just as a statesman, but as an elder reflecting on a life intertwined with Nigeria's fate. He does not shy away from acknowledging his own place in the narrative, stating candidly, now I'm getting close to my departure lounge, maybe without picking up my tickets. Some may say he has had his turn. He has not been perfect, so why is he sounding so sanctimonious? This self-awareness tempers the book's more didactic moments, allowing the reader to engage with its arguments without immediately dismissing them as the musings of a former leader seeking to absolve himself. Obasanjo's tone oscillates between frustration and hope. He is deeply critical of the choices made by successive governments and the complacency of our populace, writing, Every Nigerian must be sad by the state of things today. What I've done here is call attention to these missed opportunities, mistakes, and underperformance, whether advertently or inadvertently. This lament runs through the book, but it is coupled, like I said, with an unwavering belief that Nigeria can still realize its full potential if it corrects course. This is not the voice of a cynic, but the voice of a man who, despite witnessing decades of misgovernance, still believes in the possibility of national redemption. A key feature, as we all know, of President Obasanjo's style of writing is his willingness to name names and confront uncomfortable truths. Unlike some political members that skirt around contentious issues, Nigeria past and future addresses head-on the mistakes of past administrations, including his own. His reflections on governance are unflinching, and he does not hesitate to critique individuals and institutions that have, in his view, failed Nigeria. Yet he is also careful to balance critique with acknowledgement of progress, citing moments when the country took significant strides forward despite overwhelming challenges. The book's tone is also notably pedagogical. There's an element of instruction in the way Obasanjo lays out his arguments, almost as though he's addressing a younger generation of leaders who might learn from the past. He frequently employs rhetoric to provoke reflection, asking the rhetorical questions: if we continue on this path, where will Nigeria be in the next 50 years? This didactic approach, while occasionally heavy-handed, reinforces the book's purpose as a call to action rather than mere historical accounts. We must also acknowledge another striking aspect of the book, and that is its occasional flashes of humor and irony. The author is not above employing wit to drive home his point, sometimes at his own expense. At one point he notes, it is said that history repeats itself, first as tragedy, then as farce. In Nigeria, we seem to have perfected the art of skipping the tragedy and going straight to the farce. These moments of levity provide relief in what is otherwise a serious and often sobering discussion. In summary, the tone of Nigeria past and future is that of a seasoned statesman who has seen it all: hope, failure, resurgence, and who now wishes to leave behind a set of reflections that might guide the nation forward. It is at once a lament, a critique, a warning, and an appeal. The author's voice is that of an elder who has chosen, in the twilight of his life, to lay bare his thoughts in the hope that they will spark meaningful discourse. Whether one agrees with his conclusions or not, the sincerity of his engagement with Nigeria's past and our future is undeniable.
Former chairman of Police Service Commission, former chairman of NDDC here, Ugoshuku Uyama here, former governor of Imo State here, Governor Ihedio. Let me assure you that I will give further recognition at the late time.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we've listened to the review of the second book, authored completely by His Excellency President Olusegun Obasanjo, Nigeria Past and Future, Contemplations on Nigeria's History and Vision for Tomorrow. You recall that I said Governor Oyinlola will come after Governor Amosu and the rest, but we will have to adjust a little bit because a member of the high table has a flight to catch, and he is somebody that is very, very dear to my heart because he owns a university, maybe two. That's Senator Yusuf, that's Baba Ahmed, vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party, a great educational investor, this university. I've been there a couple of times and I can see class, I can see quality. So he has a flag to catch. May I ask you, sir, to please come and no. Oh, you can come like this. Okay, anyhow you want to make it. To give your brief goodwill message and tell us of support for the two books that have been unveiled or been presented today. We are going to have a formal unveiling in a few minutes, and then we'll have the cut of the cake and Baba will respond. That's for this phase of the celebration. We are going to have a reception in the party over there, and we're also going to discuss Senator Obasanjo.
Chairman of the occasion, sir, our dear President Olusegun Obasanjo, Your Excellencies, Your Highnesses, Your Majesties, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Please, let's set aside the fact that I'm one of Baba's boys. The truth is that every Nigerian academic, is a duty to take Baba for what he is. I mean, as a nation, how so amazing is it that our dear president retired into the academia? How unique have we been made? Baba, thank you for coming into our area. Baba's academic works are making some of us academics look rather lazy. With due respect to all of us, but he has taken upon himself a noble objective which must be followed, emulated, promoted by all of us in this. It has been said in due course that we must forgive, we must not forget. It is even more correct to say that we must continue to remember. What Baba is doing is telling us to continue to remember. And Baba, we shall continue to be with you on this. I have been saying it again that if Baba did not and does not forgive, Nigeria would have been fighting itself. So again, Baba, may you be blessed for the kind of heart that Almighty God has given you. Forgiveness is strength, and Baba has strength to forgive. I would like to say that we've been hearing accident of history. The occurrence of Baba, the history of Baba is what I humbly beg to call the providence of history. Because his books motivate us to teach. His books, his writing, his activities beyond Nigeria, beyond Africa, continue to remain an inspiration to bring about the right changes. Baba, I am proud to be associated. I am proud to be a son. I am proud to own the books written by you, Baba. I won't say much more than this, otherwise I get consumed. But I will now take the privilege to buy the books as follows. 1 copy of each of the book for Bayes University at 10 million naira. And then 1 copy again for each of the books for Baba Ahmed University in Kano for 5 million naira. Baba, thank you, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to be here and share this great moment with you, and I thank you very much. must not forget to recognize my boss, who came in swiftly, His Excellency Governor Peter Obi. In fact, in my speech I should have added, any Nigerian politician, without diminishing my boss, any Nigerian politician that has half the will of Baba can never be rigged out. Thank you.
Thank you. We have several dignitaries here today, several dignitaries. And we just keep recognizing you here and also when we are at the reception. We have the former governor of Imo State, Achike Udewa, here. Former governor of Ebonyi State, Sam Egu, who was my minister while I was in office. Former governor of Enugu State, Okwenwodo, and also former PDP chairman, and distinguished High Chief Benobi. Wife of the governor of Osun State, Her Excellency Ngozi Adeleke, also there are several others. Don't worry, we'll be recognizing you as you proceed. There's going to be a short drama related to the second book presentation, and let me tell you how the flow of events will be from now till when we close in about an hour. We will have a few more goodwill messages and the book, mentioning of the book, and we will then go down to have the books formally unveiled. After the unveiling of the books, still wiped down, there's a platform here, Baba will call it birthday cakes. These cakes have been provided by the different departments in the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library. I said yesterday, and I said it last year, the year before, you have several presidential libraries all over the world, majorly in the United States of America, because the original concept of a presidential library is originated from the US. And what's a presidential library? It's not a library like a national library or university library, and you go there, get some books, read and return and all of that. It's essentially an establishment, an institution that documents the life and times of that president while in office. Before the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library was set up, he asked some of us to visit the older presidential library. So we're in the US, and I visited about 7 presidential libraries. I keep visiting even the newer ones, and we said, okay, we must beat the American presidential libraries. And this one is the first of its kind in Africa, and it is the best in the world. And I tell you why it's the best in the world. If you go to the Carter Library, you go to the Kennedy Library, you go to the Reagan Library, what you find is some building like you can see over there, which has the papers during the presidency of the person and other documents, museum artifacts, and the rest. If you want to study as a researcher, you have to go to a hotel or a facility outside that library. stay in Marriott, you stay in the Sheraton, around the place. Let me take the Kennedy Library. You go, when I visited there, I had to go outside to the hotel, and they come to the library. But here, okay, let me even take some other elements. If you want to, let me take it globally so I can be brief. Here in our presidential library, you have all the facilities, if you like, from cradle to when you are about to leave. We have here residence for anybody who wants to come and study the materials here. That we have the Green Legacy Resort. We have the amusement area for children. We have the wildlife park. We have all the elements that can make life comfortable for you as a child, as a youth, as an adult, and as a very old person. And as somebody said yesterday in the Board of Trustees meeting, now we have places for those who, old person, you want to have a place that you can enjoy before coming to see the library. There is no place, no presidential library anywhere in the world where you have this kind of one-stop shop. So we got to appreciate Baba Obasanjo for all that he has done to put this facility in place. So I'm going to ask the drama group to please come forward, after which we will take a few of the goodwill messages. We're going to take some more in the auditorium. Then we're going to step down, formally unveil here, and then the cut of the barricade, and Baba will give his response for this phase. He's going to also respond in the auditorium. So, drama group.
Chairman of AU. At a stage, Baba excused himself and said, yes, we want to make use of the rest. So you, Mubarak, continue the meeting while I ease myself. As soon as Baba stepped out of the hall, Mubarak got up and said, look, I will advise you that you take a break too, so that I can continue when you return. Now the day I felt so disturbed. And that saying comes to me that you never realize the importance of progress until you struck the void. Baba, we are deeply grateful for your service to humanity, and we continue to pray for you, that the good Lord will continue to strengthen you, that you can do more for the rest of your life. I want you to go one ní Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí a fi ara sínú kú. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ara ló sì wà ní bàbá. Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí kú pẹ̀lú ara ọ. Kú gbogbo ẹ̀ fún akátó lọ. Thanks so much, God bless you.
I am the direction of to invite Mama Adura to the podium. Mommy, you're welcome.
My own baba, but bá mi yàtọ̀ sí my own baba. Bá mi. Because everyone have been talking about executive governors, postmasters, and present here, distinguished people. The former ambassador to Britain, because at some point I'm going to talk about Britain. Emmanuel Nikeko, Kábíyèsí, àwọn ọ̀dọ́ Kábíyèsí Aláké and Kábíyèsí Olóòka, Kábíyèsí lẹ́yìn bẹ́ẹ̀ máa bá ní kí gbogbo Kábíyèsí yòókù. Bá mi, my own story is different and special, and that is why you are Bá mi. Let me tell you, every other person call you Baba Ebora of Owu, some say Baba of Africa. I personally, Abimbola Estaja, call you
Baba of the world, Bahami, that is Bahami. I tell you, the former ambassador of Britain is here. He will understand when I say I was an overstayer at the United Kingdom. And then Bahami came into my life. He wrote letter to the then Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. It was Theresa May. Excuse me. When he wrote that letter, he was talking about me being an overstayer. And I want my document. My church started in the United Kingdom. We did 48 hours. Never seen that before in my life. Theresa May replied. Not only did she reply, she said urgently, I still have the copy of the letter, that urgently, excuse me, that is the Prime Minister of United Kingdom. And you know that, Banu Sharafa. And then that urgently they will look into the matter. Not only that I could get back to United Kingdom anytime I feel like, that I could raise my head. Banu, the people here listening to my voice, I want you to say a big, massive thank you to Banu. Mo bẹ̀yìn ní ẹ̀yìn ẹjọ́. Mo wá dúpẹ́. It's not about a of the world. And eventually I invited them to United Kingdom. Banu came. To United States of America, Banu came. To Tafawa Balewa Square, Banu was there. To Abuja, Banu was there. Màámi Ọbásanjọ́ ojú òní tì. Màmá bọ́lá Ọbásanjọ́ ìtẹ́jú tẹ̀ ń tọ́jú tó bá ṣe lórí nǹkan tó fẹ́ dúpẹ́ fún. Ẹ máa kọ̀ntínú dúpẹ́ mo mọ iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe. Mo mọ Bàámi gan. So mo mọ iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe. Ibi ẹ̀kúṣẹ́ Bàámi, ọlọ́run máa fi sílẹ̀ forever and ever. Ní kú láyé, happy 88 bẹ̀tì tẹ́lá máa 90 ẹ jẹ́ ká wá sọ̀rọ̀ sí ẹ̀yìn tó ń sọ sí ọjà ẹ̀fọ́ yẹn a máa wà ń bí 100 a máa wà ní 110 nítorí tèmi ọlọ́run máa fi síbẹ̀ fún wa 120 a máa wà ń bí happy birthday sir mo dúpẹ́ thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I have the pleasure to invite to the podium the Deputy Governor of Ogun State, representing the Governor of Ogun State, to the podium. Thank you, madam.
Our father, our leader, a global icon, His Excellency Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR, and our mother, Chief Mrs. Bola Obasanjo, Your Excellencies, distinguished senators, Your Royal Majesties, Your Royal Highnesses, former ministers, honorables, high chiefs, my lords, spiritual and temporal, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to adopt the existing protocols. I extend warm greetings on behalf of His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun CON, the Governor of Ogun State, on this special occasion, celebrating an extraordinary statesman, the former President of Nigeria, and an illustrious son of Ogun State, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, GCFR, on his 88th birthday. His Excellency is unavoidably absent this morning, but will join the celebrations later in the day. Baba Obasanjo, who is also fondly referred to as Baba of Africa, is a towering figure in our national history, a man whose life has been defined by service, courage, and an unrelenting commitment to the progress of Nigeria and Africa. As a soldier, head of state, and democratically elected president, he has shaped the course of our nation's political and economic trajectory with remarkable vision and leadership. Even in retirement, he remains one of the most influential voices in Africa, lending his wisdom to matters of governance, diplomacy, and development. Beyond Nigeria, Baba is a true Pan-Africanist. His work in promoting peace across the continent, his role in strengthening regional cooperation, and his deep engagement in global affairs demonstrate his belief that Africa must take charge of its own destiny. He has consistently advocated for African unity, economic self-reliance, and good governance, leaving a lasting impact on the continent. At 88, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo continues to be a leader of thought, a man whose words carry weight and whose actions inspire generations. His voice remains critical in shaping policies and discussions that define our future, and we are grateful for his continued contributions to nation building. On this occasion, as we celebrate his remarkable journey with a thought-provoking lecture by Professor Ehosa Osagi, and the launch of 2 important books, one which he edited and one which he authored, they reflect his wealth of experience and speak to his concerns about where we are as a continent and his hopes for the future. We pray that Almighty God grants Baba long life, continued good health, and sound mind. I recall that at Baba's 85th, we played a novelty match, a novelty 5-a-side match. Baba was on the opposing team, and he ran rings around me. My feet barely touched the ball. And I had to play the gender card. Baba, Eshe Suru Fobiri. He replied, Kosi MBU. We thank God for Baba's good health. In fact, not wanting Baba to show me up again, I had planned that if there was a novelty match for this year, I will use Ramadan as an excuse to get out of it. May Baba remain strong, active, and ever purposeful in guiding the next generation of leaders. Once again, happy birthday, sir. May your legacy continue to shine brightly across Nigeria, Africa, and indeed the world. Baba, ẹ kú ọdún yìí, sir. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kí àgbà yín kí ó dògbó. Ẹ̀mí á ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọdún, ìgbà ọdún kan ni, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Your Excellency, Deputy Governor of Ogun State, representing His Excellency the Governor. We are getting almost there. Our chair of the event is His Excellency Governor Sule Lamido, who will now go down with the dignitaries this side of the hall, the platform, to unveil the 2 books. We had a good lecture. We've had the 2 books reviewed, so this will be the formal unveiling of the 2 books. As soon as that is done, Baba will move over to the right side of me, left side of you, where we have the cakes. The cakes here have been put together or have been contributed by the different departments and units in OOPL. The one in the center is by the Center for Human Security and Dialogue.
Teach yourself anywhere on the road. You understand? Pick one of them.